Welcome back. Oh my god, I had trouble with my mic there for a second. So, I was going to do some stuff, and I figured now would be a good time. I'm a relatively decent level to start taking on the elf world. I replaced some of my monsters. The first one being the trumpeter. Just basically, I bred two trumpeters together. And I got myself a King Leo, then I bred him from there. Um, I still kept with the Lord Draco. It's a really good monster once it reaches level 99. And then I just didn't know what to do with the Dead Noble, so I made him a White King for now, and then that will probably change. So when you first enter the elf world, what you want to do is you want to enter the first thing you see, which is this little mountain. You see a little elf girl run away. Adorable. You're a human. You get in here. This world is only for elves. Get out of our world. Friendly. Are you maybe a human? Yep. Really? Wow, you're the first human that I've ever met. Wow, a human is pretty cute, don't you think so, big brother? So Seal took a shine to you. That means you're not evil. Well, fine. That's what we'll do. You'll be my sister Seal's friend. Okay, so basically what happens is that all they do is they tell you where their village is. Now, Elf World in particular doesn't have too many interesting monsters. I'm just kind of desperate for monsters at this point, and they're not really powerful. You probably, if you just did the arenas a lot, you probably got a lot of magic keys. So you probably have ones that are definitely stronger than this world. Anything over like 700 is stronger than the elf world technically. But you don't really need that many to go on and do this stuff. But basically, he tells you to basically go and find the elf village. It's a really this level is pretty quick. It's not too much for a side level. Um, Not much to say. Um, this is my more favorite side world. I feel like it was just something that was like, jeez. Um, it was something that was probably in development just for the regular in-game series, and then it just didn't make the cut. That's what I feel like it is. There it is. I mean it's kind of sad, but like maybe they didn't have time to finish it, or maybe they found that it was like too easy, and they thought like, well, maybe we should put in like an early part of the game, but by that point you have Pirate World and Sky World, and it looks just a little too different. So if you come over here, you come talk to this old man, and he tells you that Roltwana came in here. Alright, so she wants to play hide and seek. And so she goes off, and you just tell her, she's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll go to the forest and play. So if you go in that pot, you're going to pick out a potion. Over here, talk to this little girl. She tells you that the horse was alive before people were. And so you can talk to the horse, and he tells you a little bit of the backstory. That the girl her parents are murdered by monsters, so the whole village kind of looks out for them. And I'm just going to take this tiny medal real quickly, so make sure you come and pick this up, in case you need another one. I'm trying to build up towards another Drac egg, so I'll have them ready to go. And I'm just going to do a little bit of inventory management there real quickly. And you just head back on up. This part of the adventure is rather uneventful, to say the least, in Elf World, and I can see why. It's a lot of backtracking. You have to do things in a certain order, so it really does kind of mess with things a little bit. So if you're not used to like walking around and just kind of aimlessly running around and doing random stuff, I mean, I can obviously see where this gets really boring really quickly. I haven't been able to beat the S-Class arena with this team yet, which is unfortunate because that means like I really can't beat Terry consistently. And it would take me a lot of multiple tries to do. So you come up in here, and there's just these two monsters here. You can just kill them off. They're just arrow dogs. They're nothing special. They're no threat. As you can tell, my White King doesn't do too much damage. White King isn't really a good monster for being bred with a boss monster. It's just kind of unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. He gets a lot of spells, and that's really it. So basically, now that she's been taken off, you need to go back down to the village. And there's, like, I can see why they didn't want to put this in as, like, a regular level, because it is a lot of backtracking. And it's kind of annoying. So much backtracking. And who you're supposed to talk to is Rolled right here. And he runs off. So now you have to talk to this old man. And he tells you to go look at Lookout Post. I remember one of these guys tell you where Lookout Post is. I don't remember which one. It's out east. Alright, great. There we go. So they tell you that Lookout Post is out somewhere in the right-hand side of the map here, out east. I mean, I always like this level. It's really nice, really calming. And then after this level, other things happen here too. Like there's a little extra area to go into after you've beaten the game. So you come up here, and here's a Lookout Post. What did he say? Go east and then turn up to the mountains around there. So they warn you that the monsters are strong, but obviously this is an extra level, so they're not really too strong in my opinion. You could easily win. They're just kind of the team that you beat the final boss with rather easily. You can probably do this level. Probably not too well, but you know, it'll be somewhat of a challenge. It'll be kind of nice. Here we go. Usually this takes a lot longer because there's a really high spawn rates in this place. And there's nothing really of importance in this woods unless you want to get a certain monster or something. It's worth going after. If I remember correctly, there are a few treasure chests and a few couple exit bells. Things to take note of. This whole big thing is one big maze. I usually don't find it worthwhile coming in here and exploring it all. Looking for treasures unless I have a bunch of repellents on me. And even if I don't even think there's a tiny medal in here, so I usually don't bother collecting the chest in here if I remember correctly. I'm gonna grab the stag book because not only does he have twin hits, but he's also necessary for a breeding thing that I need to do later on. And I need 4 of them at some point. Oop, okay. Will do. Awful. Yeah, I'll take some more plants. After this, I'm gonna probably stop and probably start collecting other things. I'm just kind of taking anything at this point because I didn't have enough monsters for breeding. I know that sounds weird, but I actually like ran out. It was really bad at one point where I think I only had like 5 monsters left. Okay. Nothing in there. I do need you again, so I will grab a stag bug real quick. Oh, as I would have run. Alright, so that's another female one. Not great. I need a male one at some point. Because I need to breed them together to get a Armorpian. And then you breed 2 Armorpians together to get another insect monster. And then those Armorpians are used basically for, I think, a Jammerus, and that helps me get to the final, best boss monster in the game, which is, oh god, I don't remember it off the top of my head, but he is really, really good. I do have it on one of my other files. I will be using that team as probably my last video to go over like what a boss world looks like, and they're the only other worlds that I haven't covered for a reason. They're slightly more complex, and they're really, really rare. So I think it took me jeez. It took me close to, like, I think it was around 30 keys before I even got to the level where I could actually get boss keys. So boss world keys are, they're always the max level, and by max level they're always 99. There's no changing that. They're always very, very powerful. On top of that, so there are a few of the boss monsters that you can get very greatly, I would like to say, on some of the stuff, like, I think the biggest thing that varies is most likely the quality of Demon Lord monsters you get. So I actually got a really good one, and it actually helped me progress through my breeding chart. But I've also gotten a bad one in the past where it was just kind of like Draco Lords and nothing really too useful. A small child taking on a giant monster immediately gets, wrecked. And accordingly, gonna heal up here real quick. Make sure I'm ready for this fight. So, this was the introduction, technically, to single monsters, but having single boss monsters instead of having 3 monsters being your kind of boss. And I don't know why they do this. This makes me really think that this level was made probably somewhere in between Pirate and Sky, because that's where kind of like that's kind of where like it kind of caps off at when it comes to that actual difficulty. As you can tell, he only used, like, Firebolt, and it wasn't really powerful. He has some interesting skills, but it's nothing like, nothing amazing. And he only gets like 8,000 experience, so he's somewhere in between Pirate and Sky World. That's where this really makes me think about this. So they take you back to the village, and you can now talk to these guys. Technically, you've beaten this level. I don't know how else to put it. But we will be coming back here rather shortly. So this is just basically the first part of Elf World. But there is more to this world. I just gonna go look for something real quick just to make sure I'm not imagining things. Okay, so there is more to this world after this. So they did take that into consideration, because they definitely put it in the last part of the game, and so they kind of upped the difficulty when you come back. So it's kind of like you did it, but then you didn't do it. I don't know how to put it. But basically, we will be coming back here at one point. So, but for right now, I'm just gonna warp out. I'm probably gonna buy a couple of repellents real quick. Just gonna head on over. I'm gonna get some breeding done. It's just the things you do just to go through. I don't want to use White King anymore because he's obviously trash. I don't find him good at all, by no means. Let's see. Let's go with an evil armor. Those are pretty good. Skull Rider, never mind. That's awful. Let's see. What about Battle Rex? Okay, that's... Oh, an Andriel would be nice. But I only need the Servants now. Lamp Genie here too. Let's see here. What do I get here? Skull Rider. Nothing really good enough to, justify doing it. But I do need to grab, let's see here, where are you here? Stagbug. And Stagbug for Hornbeat. Yep, just Hatchet. Don't really care. You do need him. They're really necessary for the final breeding chain. Deathmore. Yeah, for the Deathmore breeding chain. That's what it is. I always love this music. It's always so cheerful. Sorry. No. Yes. Nope. Alright, let's see what else I got. Snapper and Mad Plants. Couple Snappers. And Stagbug. Yeah, let's do Grizzly. We get Gulp Beast if we do this. Yeah, we'll hatch it, and I'll take it with me. I really don't care about it too much. I mean, he has all the skills that I want on a monster, with the exception of Revive. That's like the only skill I absolutely want. And that requires breeding a Beast-type monster with a Slime monster to get Unicorn. And then breeding him again, basically. That's it. Alright. I do want quad hits and twin hits on him. That's kind of harder to get. So I'll be doing that later. Anyways, so now that that's been taken care of, I'm going to go buy some repellents real quick. And I'm just going to basically get ready, get started up for the next part of Elfworld. Let's see, Servant. I could buy a Servant egg and make another Lord Draco, but it doesn't really matter to me anymore. Okay, now which one has the repellents? I think it's... Is it you? No. Is it you? One of you guys has repellents and I want it. He has a Beast Tail, which is really nice for certain things, but useless for others. Alright, here we go. Repellent. What? I know you guys sell repellent here somewhere on the island. I'm not crazy. Let's see, Bookmark, Skybound, Launchway. Maybe I am crazy. Maybe it is only sold off-world. That would be annoying. I'd just go grab it real quick. Water Miss, Ren Bolt. Oh wow, this is new to me. I know that repellent does exist. It looks like I'm just gonna have to go buy it in another world real quick. I always thought it was here. And then again, I never really bought repellents too much, because you can just kind of speed it up with an emulator. There's nothing really, too much to worry about. Wow, I always thought you could buy it on the island. Maybe I'm just forgetting where I can buy it. That is definitely a possibility. So now you see that there's a star on the elf world. I'm gonna go hop in the Black Beast real quick and just pick up a couple repellents. And then that'll be the limit for this video pretty much. And then we're gonna go on and do the next part of Elf World when I come back next time. And we're gonna come back and we're gonna do that real quick. Oh, come on, are you serious? Oh, there you are. There you are, you green merchant man. Repellent. I want all of your repellents, please. Thank you. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, and then next time, I will be ready to go. I probably won't do any training. I'm just going to pretty much plan out what I need to do. My monsters are pretty strong, with the exception of the level 1 Golpy, so maybe I might get him up a little bit. Just run into Limbo. That's still your fastest way until you basically get another boss monster room. Alright, so until then, I'll see you guys later. And I'll see you guys next time.